The starting point for me, I would say, um, was when I really started being like just like conscious about my life and the decisions I need to make. Will probably be when I lived in this shelter. That's not even really that far from here. Like I see how it is out here. It's not really. It don't look like it's a shelter, but near here, does it? It's pretty beautiful, Riverside. But there is a shelter near here, and I'm gonna show y'all that shelter. It's a shelter that I stayed in when I moved here. It was years ago, probably about 6 years ago now. When I think about it, it's probably like 6 or almost 7 years ago. um, and I just thank God every day that I was able to grow past that situation, and I honestly went from that. And I remember going down even further after the shelter. Like I remember being just completely homeless and having to go back to my mother's house. Even after living in the shelter and kind of getting on a good track, and so you just fall. So I fell. I remember falling again, and it was a bad fall. Like it was a bad fall, but I got up. I got up from that, and I really feel like it was mostly God, because I know Christopher Jackson. A lot of people know Christopher Jackson. Y'all know the Well Prepared CEO. Y'all don't really know Christopher Jackson, but a lot of people do. And like I know Christopher Jackson, and I know that the things that I've been able to accomplish, the things that I've been able to, the obstacles I've been able to overcome, it has to be more than just me punching it. It has to be God power. Like it's God. God is highly. He has a lot of. He has his hands on my life, like, and he has had it for a long time. And I can tell you, like, I pray every day, at least twice a day. Like, I can say consistently for the last 2 years, I have done that. I've prayed twice a day, every day. And I just say thank you. Thank you for everything. Continue to bless me, my family, my friends, the friends of my family, the family of my friends. I say that every day, and I honestly believe that that's what's helping me get through, just get through life a lot smoother, because it was bumpy. It was very, very, very like bumpy, and very, it's tough for everybody. And I can't say that my life growing up was tougher than anybody else's growing. It's a lot of people out there having, that's coming up, but y'all know what I mean. But the way that I've been able to overcome my obstacles, I know that it's God. So like, if you know you're working hard and you know you're doing things right, and it's still not getting there, just pray a little more. Like, even on the bad days, like, just pray a little more. I promise you, like, me and time have become best friends. Like, for a few years now, me and Numbers, period, have just been like best friends. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been like the most responsible. I'm almost 30 years old. Damn, I just dropped that bomb like that. I'm 27 years old. So time is really it's been become my friend. Numbers, period, for the last few years. I mean, I wasn't. I'm not gonna say I was always responsible and on time because I wasn't. But for the last few years, I've really been like respecting time. You know, like just I'm talking about a minute, and that's just because I work so much. So I respect time and I don't try to cheat it. Numbers don't lie. You know, numbers not cheating. You know, men lie, women lie, but numbers ain't gonna cheat you. So time ain't gonna cheat. Time is time. So I have respect for it, and I carry myself like that now. And I feel like that's another thing that makes this, you know, that's keeping me ahead in my race. Like, cause everybody is running their own race out here, you know. And in my race, I feel like I'm ahead. The race that I'm running, I'm ahead. I'm going at a nice pace. But even at the pace that I'm running, it creates wear and tear. Days I get up, don't want to do nothing. Days that I feel like I could just lay in my bed and just sleep this one away all the time. But as time goes on, you see less of those days and more days of you being just productive because it's just there. You know, you might get 1 or 2 days, you know what I'm saying, out of the month or even out of the week. As time go on, it'll be less though. That you feel like that, because you know you just program yourself and you set these goals. Like I have dreams like everyone else. I have dreams, like big dreams of being like, you know, a writer, artist, you know, influencer. I am the influence. I feel like I influence a lot of the people around me in a good way. And I never want to be a bad influence on nobody around me, whether they're younger or, you know, my age or no matter what. Like, I want to be a good influence. And I just set that standard for myself. Always be a good influence. Always be the influence, you know. You could put a lot of pressure on yourself doing something like that, I know, but I don't go around just, you know, trying to, hey, let me show you how to, no, I don't do it like that. But when the people around me, I make sure I just set a good example. That's all I mean by that, just set a good example. And, you know, I just uphold a certain image, a respectful image that someone younger could look up to, and someone that's close to me, just respect. You know, it's just respect. But back to those dreams, back to the fact that I'm a dreamer just like everyone else. I have dreams of, like I said, being an artist, being a writer, and since high school, really, like, that's really where it starts. High school, you start to see people having things, acquiring things, and you want things too, but that's just them like in life, they ahead in they race, you know. But just know, if you just continue to do what you gotta do. Like, this me, this ain't me. God has shown me, if I continue to walk the path that I'm walking, I can see clearly. Like, I remember a time where it's like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, I guess I was just walking. I figured I was walking the wrong path. So when I started just to walk a different path, it started to go by a different rule and not just, you know, rely on my dreams. I set actual goals, and I figured out what I have to do to meet these goals, I do it. I just do it. I don't think twice now. Cause like I said, I respect time. I respect time. You have to respect time, and if you someone out there like I was me out there in my early 20s thinking I'm running out of time to become successful. You know how it's a lot of people, young people out there that think like that, younger than 20, that see someone their age or even younger than them on TV or just with a lot of fame or fortune, and they would be like, man, I'm running out of time. I'm losing in life because, you know, I'm not successful. I haven't had my big break or whatever the case may be, you know. But like, take it from someone who that was me. And I feel like I was younger than my early 20s. I was probably when I didn't graduate from high school. That's when I was like, yeah, I'm running out of time. And then I was sent to the county for doing something stupid. I'm like, yeah, I'm really not gonna make it. You know. But I started to move different. I started to set goals. And when I found out what I had to do to meet those goals, I was stuck to this blueprint that I've drawn up for myself. It's working. It's working. It's worked. And I feel like I'm gonna keep it, you know, keep it going, because it just needs I just need a little momentum. Once I have my momentum, it's like I'm going. And I just stay focused on the things that I want to do. I've turned my dreams into goals. Like, I want to do this. I've dreamed about doing this. Say you dreamed about, buying a car or living like me. I'm gonna use me an example. When I stayed in that shelter just right down the road, I dreamed about having an apartment on the river. Now, like I said, about 7 years ago, so time will tell. Like, whoa. When that hit me, I was like, wow. And when I think about it, a few of those years after that, you know, I just like kind of goofed around and really didn't apply myself. But when I buckled down, I applied myself for a good 2-3 years. Like, I was like, wow, that 7 years could have really been about 4 or 5 years. But it takes time. It just takes time. Sometimes it took me a little longer to learn certain skills and certain lessons that some people caught on to, that some people in the world may catch on to quickly. But that's just them running a race. Like, I had to learn the lessons and the skills that I learned at this pace, because this is how it's written up for me. It's not something that I can access a year earlier. Like, I can't access something that's set for me to have a year from now, tomorrow. You know, I have to keep doing what I'm doing, and a year from now I will acquire that will come into it will come to me, because that's what time does. Like, and now that I've figured that out, and I mean, I've figured that out for me, not for like not for like um, most of the masses. Not for the masses, like, okay, go out and tell somebody to do what I did, and like, nah. But I can tell you, don't. I can tell you what not to do though. Like I can tell you what I streamed, what failed, and I know if anybody else do it, you most likely gonna fail. Like, don't go a long time without working at all. Like not even a month, too, because you'll get used to that. Like, you can believe I went like 2 years without work. Without work, like I ended up with like within that time I didn't have no phone. Like I didn't have nothing. Like nothing. I couldn't put my hands on a dime. Nothing. I couldn't get my hands on nothing. I don't have nothing. Like you just don't go without working too long, no matter what it is. Because now that I'm in a mindset of that, like I lost one really good stream of income, like one that really put me in a really, really good living position. The whole reason I started Well Prepared Productions stemmed from the income that I was accumulating from this profession, and it was good. It was great, but when you lose that, like I didn't waste time. Like I lost that. I moved away from that life on my birthday, and I'll say 3 days after, I was living a whole nother life, working in a whole nother field. I did not waste time. Like I told myself, Chris, do not waste time. Do not get lazy. You can't allow yourself to get lazy, and you have to get somewhere that's gonna give you that discipline. That discipline, and you're gonna get some money. So I kept getting some money. I lost one thing, I pick up another, and you keep going. It's trial and error, but but in this case, I don't feel like I failed in my last one. I just switched it up. It's time to switch it up. Sometimes it gets like that. You gain though. Make sure you gain. I gained. I feel like I gained. You know, I gained. I gained a little weight too. But you're not running out of time. You are not running out of time. Don't believe that. I believe that so much. I believe that so much. I was running out of time. Now I just respect time. I don't go on thinking, man, I'm losing time out of that. I just respect it. I respect it. I make sure every day I'm making me some money. I'm being productive. I'm creating me some content. I'm doing something with this time. This time has to be used. It cannot, I don't own a gaming system. Like, I know but in this day and age, a lot of people are making money from gaming and streaming, but I'm not that kind of gamer. I'm the kind of gamer that would jump on a system with a controller, and I'm just gonna sit here and play. You can't do that now. If you ain't streaming and making money off of it, man, don't go spend all your money on that. You know, try to do it. Try to do it the way that where it's lucrative for you, especially if you ain't under the age of 18, living in your mom's house, and the only job you got to do is go to school, and that's what your parents telling you to do, go to school, get an education. Man, don't be sitting up on no game. Don't be sitting up on no game. even kids that age are jumping into streaming because even before that, younger than that, it's young streamers now. So like, they're doing it because it's fun and they make money. So like, that's the way you do that. And I'm not doing it that way. I ain't got no reason to be sitting up on no game. That's just me. I'm not like I said, I don't see myself doing that, so I ain't gonna be on no game. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna respect the time that I have, and I'm gonna make sure I'm doing things more productive for me in my life. Now, if you feel like you're somebody, you gotta go get you one of them boring 9-to-5s. So, a lot of people out here that gotta do that. I gotta do that. If I gotta do that, I gotta do that. Go get you one of them boring 9-to-5s. 8 hours out of the day, 9, 10 hours out of the day. Use the other 14 to rest. And chill out and do whatever fucking around you wanted to do anyway. But like, don't just say, nah, I ain't gonna go get that boring 9-to-5 and I'm gonna spend the whole 24 hours of this day not doing nothing. Like, nah, that ain't it. But that's what I did though. That's what I was doing. Like, I don't wanna work there. So it's just, nah, I ain't working nowhere. And I'm just sitting around looking stupid, watching the sun rotate around the earth. Like, watching the sun go up and down, just sitting around looking stupid. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that anymore. So I told myself I'm not gonna do that anymore. And I set my goals, and my goals are actual dreams that I have. Like, I dreamed of, and then I set that goal. And then I get that, I acquire that income. If you gotta go get that boring 9-to-5, you better acquire that income because you got that goal. You gotta respect time, really want the goals that you set. Like, don't just set a goal and be like, I'll get there eventually. I mean, that's a way, but I mean, like I said, respect that time. Respect time, Don't go for eventually. Eventually is okay, but I don't like to say eventually. I like to say being patient, because I could work. You could work hard, work really hard, make all this money, but pay up bills. You help a lot of people, so sometimes you're not really. Sometimes you kind of run in place for a little while, like you running, you get a little motion, and then it's kind of like you in place for a little minute, then you start moving again. I understand that. Sometimes that's how it goes. Like, but keep going. Like, at least you getting somewhere. Like, before you know it, you will be then adjusted to the motion, and it won't be so many stops. You won't have so many stops, and you will just be able to ride for long before you get stuck in the mud and then take off again. But like, just keep doing it, because if you're able to do it and you're able to reach see some kind of progress from anything in life, you're moving forward. Like, you're moving. This is your race. Like, whatever's available to you, if you have acquired it, whether it's that job or that car or that, don't think like, man, this is it for me. No, you are moving in your race. This is your progress level. Now, if you stop doing whatever you did to acquire that job and acquire that car and acquire that crib, no matter how terrible it is compared to somebody else's, you see, like, if you stop doing that and you lose all of that, then you are losing progress. And I told myself I'm not going to do that. So if I don't see the things that I'm seeing in my life now, and I end up back where I was and I end up backtracking, and then it means I'm losing progress. But for a long time, for a few years now, I've been moving forward, and I can actually like see it. Like I can actually see the forward motion, you know, and it actually makes sense for me, not just to be doing one thing or staying in one place. I'm actually able to move around on my own terms. Before it was, you know, I was walking because I had to. Now I walk because I just like walking. I enjoy walking. It's a choice now. It's just a little different. It's a little different, I guess. It's not, you know, it's not too big, but when I think about it, I'm like, wow, I remember I walked because I had to. I remember that. But now I can just choose to walk, or I got means of transportation now, so it's just a little different. And I'm actually seeing somebody with a car on their boat out here. You seeing this? Like, it's a car on a boat out there. Like a pickup truck on a boat. And it just looked like just a pickup truck at first floating in the river, but it's actually on it's actually on something and then floating out there. This is dope. I like this spot, you know. I've been here for a little while. I haven't really been able to just come and enjoy the view and just relax. Actually, we're gonna step outside. We can finish this out there on the patio. Let's go. Yeah, this is probably like some of the most relaxing I've done in a long time, honestly. It's beautiful though. But again, being able to actually see a lot of my dreams that I set as goals. Phones are always a distraction. Try not to let them distract me too much now. Only thing you really see from me on social media is this, and I don't really post a lot, but I'm getting into the motion now. I have a brilliant young man on my team, man. He's dope. My little cousin, actually, man. Shout out to Dre 2 times. Well prepared. He's well prepared, man. He's telling me to get more into social media, so I'm trying to do so, but still, even when I set the goal to start editing, and first I had to get a computer, right? I got a computer, you know, because I had the money. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give me a computer. I got the computer, and then realized I haven't touched a laptop in over 10 years. Literally, like, I haven't touched a computer in years. So I'm like, whoa. Oh no, I don't even know how to use this thing. I was really like, oh my god, like I haven't touched a computer. It's all phone and that's it. I never really had access to a computer like that anyway, but still, libraries around with computers, and that's no excuse. But I just hadn't touched a computer in so long, and now when I watch the episodes that we made, and, the wizard on the camera and me on a computer with the editing, and all my brothers are just so brilliant on camera, man. It makes it makes us look really, really professional. It really does. So, I mean, I just spent a little money, and I feel like I got a lot. I really got my money's worth a long time ago, and I haven't got $1 off of YouTube, not one, but I feel like I got my money's worth a long time ago when I made that purchase for the computer, for the camera, and just made the decision to start putting out content. Just seeing me and my brothers on TV like that, man, I got my money's worth. Honestly, stop thinking about the money. Just production. That's all I really think about. I just think about what can I get done? What can I get done? And what do I have to do? I know what I gotta do. I can't sit down. Can't get too comfortable with where I'm at. I have to make myself comfortable enough to keep moving forward, not comfortable enough to nest and just be like, okay, this is it. I'm done. No, this is not it. This is not it for me. I'm just making sure that I have keep my faith in God, for sure. I pray every day, twice a day. That is like, see, like, I don't want to get all spiritual and nothing, but it's like, I know physically I'm doing the work. This body is the one that's aching or just tired or can't just sometimes I gotta sleep or whatever, but I know like it's more than just what you're doing physically out here. Like it's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that. People y'all see with things out here, listen. Like you see, don't go around thinking everybody just got an easy life. There's some trust fund babies out there in the world. We know that. But like, no, hey, that ain't your life. Okay? It's not your life. But things you see out here, people having, like, they work hard, and not only did they work hard, they probably sacrificed so much. So something that you have, they probably don't have. They probably sacrificed a long time ago to acquire what they have now. So maybe you can learn a thing or two from that person. You can learn a lot from them. But like, don't just think that they acquired those things off of luck. You set a goal and you keep doing what's getting you closer and closer to that goal. Like,
Like even if it's just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Because like, 7 years ago, shelter actually before I got into that shelter, I was telling you about. It's a hotel right by the bridge right here. Like on the other side, you can't really see it. We gonna show y'all all of that. They got a patio. It kind of looks like this, like a hotel patio would look. I used to sleep over there and look over here at this place and be like, man, I wish I lived over there. I know it looks beautiful. And I tell you about a lot of goofing around later and a couple of years of hard work. Look, it was a lot of goofing around time, and then just a couple of years of hard work. 24, 25. That's when I really started working really, really hard every day. Didn't miss a day of work like 24, 25. And I'm 27 now. A lot of goofing around when I was 20, 19, 20, or maybe 21, sitting over there, just not working, goofing around. I was actually doing things that I feel like if I would have had the setup I had now, we would have been live. But I wasn't really applying myself to like create content, but I was trying methods and dancing up there on Main Street, and it was just, I don't know. I guess I was going through something, but when I started working, give me some checks, and being like, yeah, this is the way. This is the way. It's not. Look at that car on that boat again. Y'all see it out there? I started working and it's like, this is the way. Like, I was able to acquire the things that I wanted. I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is how I have to do it. If I want to see some progress in my life, this is how I have to do it. I can't. Sometimes people can pick up ways from other people and be successful. I couldn't do that. I had to. I feel like something failed. Do that. I couldn't do what I see other people doing. I just have to. If the route for me is the long way, okay, I guess I took the long way. If the route I took was the long way, I guess I took the long way. I picked up a lot of skills, and I learned a lot of things that 5 years ago, 6 years ago, if I knew, and I had the skills that I have now, I would be something a little different, But we're not gonna think 5 years ago. We're gonna think 5 years from now, Since I know what I know now. Since I know what I know right now, let's keep this moving, y'all. Let's keep going. I want y'all to see the growth, continue to see me. I want y'all to see the growth, continue to see us strive. Y'all come along with us. I want to give away. I want y'all to tap in, subscribe. I want to give away things, cash outs. Might not be life-changing money, but just a little, hey, you never know. You might wake up and need that gas money. I know how it be. Wake up, need that money for that meal today. Hey, that'll be right there for Well Prepared Production. I just need y'all to tap in with me. Come on this, and join me on this journey. Join me on this journey. We're gonna give y'all new episodes new music, new faces, new production too, like skits, and just new. I ain't gonna put it out there. I ain't gonna put that out there. I shouldn't even said that, but we're gonna give y'all new faces, new content, new music. Just tap in and stay patient and just know that we thinking about y'all all the time. Like, don't the day go by, even when we don't have the camera on, we just not thinking about the people that's waiting for the content to come out. Like we just brainstorming, and this is all we think about all the time now. What can we get on? What can we do? What can we give away? Who can we reach out to? Who can we connect with? Not even reach out to like because we don't reach. That's one thing, one goal we set. We don't reach it, so we connect. We don't reach. Well, who can we connect with? Who can we, you know what I'm saying? We just making connections, and we just making sure we establish that we make sure we establish the reputation that we are promoting uplifting content, not anything else. It's uplifting, inspirational content for you to just take the life that you have, respect the time that you have in it. Every day that you wake up, every day that you wake up, just respect that time that you have and set that goal. Whatever you do to get through the day, keep doing it. Whatever the job is, whatever it is, keep doing it. If you set that goal and that's what you're working towards, you can only move so fast. 24 hours in a day, you gotta get through them 24 hours. You can't fast forward. Honestly, if I had the choice, if we all had the choice, we'd probably do what? Rewind. You wouldn't fast forward. If you had a if you had a remote right now, if it was like click, would you fast forward or rewind? You only get one time to press it. You would rewind, right? But look, you ain't gonna rewind. You can't rewind and know everything and have everything that you have now. You just gonna rewind. So you're gonna go through all of the things that you went through before and get back to this point. Like, respect time. And what if that rewind? What if you go back 5 years and it take 5 years off your actual lifespan? See, I get deep. I get deep. So I will probably actually fast forward a little while. Like if I was in mindset with my goals I set, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna fall off no matter what. I'm gonna stay focused. I hit that fast forward button probably like a year, 2 years. Whatever situation I'm in, I'm ready. You know, I'll be ready for it. I'll fast forward a little bit. But now I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it, I might not even touch that remote. I don't want to go back. I don't think I want to move forward. I think I like this pace. Since I'm respecting time, I know 24 hours, that ain't nothing. A week, that ain't nothing. A month, a year, go by like that. So hey, I respect this time. I want every day, every hour, every year that I get on this earth. Do the right thing with it. Let's promote Well Prepared Productions. This is Well Prepared Convo. Well Prepared Conversation with the CEO. I hope wherever y'all at is as beautiful as this. Y'all just enjoying the day. Breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Well Prepared CEO. Oh yeah, today's drill sponsored by Gucci. Love represent.
Love represent on me, man. I love represent t-shirts, man. They make some dope vintage tees. I love represent. Oh yeah, and Tula Nest. My boys over at Tula Nest, they be snapping. Tula Nest jeans get so classy with them. Hold on. The Tula Nest jeans. Oh my God, those are crazy. With the one-on-ones by me, you know. So the drip is on point today. We'll represent. We're gonna represent Well Prepared Productions. Vintage tees. I love the vintage tees by these people. Well Prepared CEO. Out. Yeah. That was one that touched my heart. When everything was alright. Remember everything was all good. When you knew you'd be alright, we knew it'd be all good. Everything was all love, and you know it's real love. You would be out